At the start of the fourth quarter, Colorado took its first lead of the night on a Shedeur touchdown pass to Javon Antonio. But after the score, Sanders chucked his mouthpiece into the ASU student section, and the Sun Devils took that personally. Each week, Arizona State forms its blueprint game plan and carries a box of tools for following the instructions for building a winning structure. Then once game day rolls around, it nails down to finding the right tool to perform each task. On Monday morning, news broke that Arizona State Athletic Director Ray Anderson has resigned after nearly 10 years at the helm of the Sun Devils athletics department. Well, they call him prime time for a reason, Kevin. It seems like everywhere he goes, he is the center of attention, and he has caused all the lights to be placed on Colorado.
We'll start with the defensive bus. Just how clean was it last Saturday night against Washington?
Well, apparently the bus driver told Kenny Dillingham later on that it was the cleanest bus she's ever seen.
After suffering its largest loss as a member of the Pac-12 a week ago, Arizona State needed a change. So Kenny Dillingham didn't just go outside the box, he went outside the gate. It was a dreadful day for Kenny Dillingham and the Arizona State football program as they were notified early Sunday morning by Athletic Director Ray Anderson that ASU will self-impose a one-year postseason ban for the upcoming 2023 season.
Now, I'm no financial advisor, but looking at it right now, Dillingham's better off investing his trust in his defense than gambling on his offense hitting the jackpot. As Dillingham said, that added a curveball to the competition, and for Rashad, who was a former baseball player, I'd say he hit it out of the park.
Arizona State now falls to 1-6 on the season, one of the worst starts in program history. Yet that record doesn't reflect what's being built under the surface. First-year head coach Kenny Dillingham despises losing just as much as the next guy, yet he still recognizes that winning takes time. Non-conference win, Pac-12 win. Now the next step for the Sun Devils is a road win. They will get 2 more cracks at it with back-to-back away contests coming up against Utah and UCLA. From Tempe, Blake Niemann, Cronkite Sports. Arizona State linebacker Travion Brown came into Saturday's matchup looking for revenge against his former team. He came out of it realizing it wasn't his revenge to take.
Obviously, coming from that school, I had a lot of revenge that I wanted to get, but I learned that revenge is not mine to take but his. So I let that go to him. I gave him everything that there was to be mad or pissed about, and we came out with this victory today, man. So it meant a lot.
Since leaving Pullman, Brown has felt his faith jump to the next level.
Like I'm a lot heavier in my faith and how I believe in God and how He's changed my life and how He's shaped me into the man that I am right now, went through trials and tribulations.
And his godly characteristics are present every time he touches the turf.
He's a guy that's going to brighten everyone's day, and he's going to lead. He's going to lead from the front in everything he does.
The grad transfer's devotion to leading by example and helping others has led his interest toward a career as a canine police officer.
It's definitely one of the biggest forces in why I want to be an officer, because I want to be in the community. I like talking to people. I like talking to kids. I like being around kids. So that aspect has driven me to be an officer, and as well as me wanting to help save people.
No matter if Brown chooses to continue on his football journey or begin a new chapter on the force, he will be remembered for being part of something bigger.
I try to talk a lot about God when I'm around my boys and make sure that they know Him before I leave. So my legacy would be to leave knowing that, okay, I got a foundation of my boys that know the Lord. And then from there, hopefully they'll trickle out and go evangelize some more.
Blake Niemann, Cronkite Sports.
For the second consecutive home game, Arizona State had Mountain America Stadium packed to the brim for a highly anticipated matchup against Coach Prime and Colorado. Saturday's contest was a back-and-forth brawl that went down to the wire, but in the end, the Buffaloes came through in primetime and narrowly escaped Tempe with a 27-24 win.
Winning football teams make the plays when the games are on the line, and right now, we're not getting that done.
The Sun Devils had a stellar first half, limiting Colorado to just 14 points for the second straight week. The D-line duo of B.J. Green and Prince Dorba were a problem in the Buffs' backfield. combining for 3.5 sacks and 5 tackles for a loss. Dorba now ranks second in the Pac-12 in sacks with 6 on the season, the most by a Sun Devil since 2019.
I come from a family where I'm the only person who's gotten this opportunity to play college football, so I've told myself every day since I've came here, take advantage of my opportunities, and I'm blessed to have great teammates and coaches put me in these opportunities, make these plays, so I'm just blessed and grateful to be here.
Trenton Bourget kept the offense in control and moving forward. ASU did not commit any turnovers for the first time since week 1.
I think we have a lot of great weapons. The line did a great job of keeping me pretty clean, but just finding the playmakers and get the ball in their hands, really playing that point guard feel.
At the start of the fourth quarter, Colorado took its first lead of the night on a Shador touchdown pass to Javon Antonio. But after the score, Sanders chucked his mouthpiece into the ASU student section, and the Sun Devils took that personally.
ASU proceeded to march 94 yards on 13 plays on the ensuing drive to pull even at 24 apiece with under a minute to go. Yet Shador and Antonio got the last laugh as the pair hooked up on a 43-yard strike that set up the game-winning field goal.
We're playing winning football, but we're not winning, which means we're very, very close. And you don't know when it's going to click. You don't know. But when it clicks, we're ready for it because we're playing significantly better football than we did at the start of the year.
The Sun Devils will look to get healthy over the bye week and whip up the same winning formula they used last season to upset Washington. From Tempe, Blake Niemann, Cronkite Sports.
On Monday morning, news broke that Arizona State Athletic Director Ray Anderson has resigned after nearly 10 years at the helm of the Sun Devils Athletics Department. Anderson's resignation comes amidst a season in which ASU's football program is serving a one-year postseason ban that resulted from an NCAA investigation into recruiting violations made by Anderson's former client and head coach hire, Herm Edwards. In a statement put out by the university, Anderson said, quote, "It has been a privilege to serve as ASU's athletic director for nearly a decade. We have entered an unprecedented era where the number and magnitude of changes in the college sports landscape are astounding. As I approach 70, these are not matters that my leadership would be able to corral during my tenure. Continuity of leadership will be needed, and I'm choosing to step aside to let the university find that leader." Among the changes to collegiate athletics has been the involvement of name, image, and likeness. The importance of NIL has been emphasized by ASU head coaches across several sports.
The direction we want to go in NIL is we've got about a month, but we got to step it up and we got to get rolling at a rapid rate.
If we're going to be successful in today's landscape of college sports, we are going to need help. And that's every sport. We're going to need help, and that's not a threat. That's not a cry. That's just the honest truth, man. We're going to fall further behind if we don't start getting some help from people.
Arizona State will begin its search for its next athletic director to help the Sun Devils charge forward through this unprecedented era, including a move to the Big 12 Conference in 2024. Reporting from Tempe, Blake Niemann, Cronkite Sports.